Hello guys, I'm Noah Villarreal, aka Ike, Mortuary Records. I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas, Hillcrest, Northside, y'all know where that's from. I grew up rough without a father, life's difficulties, I'm just out here trying to tell my story. When I started rapping was, growing up poor, we really didn't have enough necessities that we needed. So me and my cousins would pick up quarters from the store and basically all started off with just freestyling on camera and just rapping about shit we didn't have, hoping to get it. The people I've made music with would be Big Body Chaos, Mr. Machine, and Sway X. Don't really associate with that many people. Been out the game for a while, so hopefully I'm glad to be back in it. Writing my first song was like a good relief of pain. I felt a lot of the adrenaline inside coming out, and it just feels great. The first time I ever performed, man, it felt like all that was trapped inside me was just released, like I was free for a moment, and just letting all of it out in front of everybody and the attention that I had from it, it made me feel whole. And this is the things that I really like to do, burns my ambition. Not too many people believe in what I do. I'd say my biggest fan is my little sister Mariah, my cousin Mo. He really helps me out in my situations. I got a few friends, a few loyal friends, but not too many people. But I hope to, get more associates in this music business. First person to ever really give me a chance in the studio would probably be Robert Hernandez, Mortuary Records. He's a real good friend, associate, and he's kept me out of a lot of trouble since the age of 15. And that man right there, I could say, has more ambition than anybody I really know. And I'd like to say a shout out to him. Every day is a different day when, giving up's on my mind. I just feel like the more I push out, even though I get negativity, I just make it as motivation to my inspiration and just trying to get it and trying to tell a story for the kids to understand, My favorite artists would have to be Tupac, Eminem, August, Ace Hood, Lil Boosie, and Kevin Gates, because I can relate to a lot of the stories they got in the situations they're going through in their songs, and it inspires people to do, a lot of the outcomes they're in. Man, the local artist that I'd really like to make music with would have to be that girl Dynasty. I've heard a lot of her stuff. I like her vocals. Listen, I can really comprehend, and understand a lot of the situations he got going on in his life, which is really good. And one that I would really like to have made music with is Fatline. May he rest in peace, and my condolences to his family. And there's a lot of artists that really should be heard, and time of day, whether you have something or not, show respect to your fellow artists. The highlight of my career, man, is I've been with this car club called South Coast Family. We've done a lot of charities, Toys for Tots, breast cancer, Stop the Violence. We've done all kinds of stuff, been on the news, but the one highlight of my career was when we performed for the autism, and this was at a club, outside of a club. So these kids came up to me after I performed a song called Hero, and they told me it was black, white, and Mexican kids running around. They told me, man, are you famous? And I was like, no. It got me all emotional. They wanted me to sign the shirt, so that's a real highlight of my career. I got this novel I'm working on. It's a true story, basically, about my daughter and how she got taken away and falsified rumors on my name. They actually got me on house arrest for things I didn't do. I beat 2 cases already. I'm going to get my daughter back soon. It's just a lot of stuff that was overwhelming, kind of corrupted my past on this girl I was with, and no hard feelings. Just a lot of situations that we go through in life, making mistakes, wrong places, wrong time. And I hope, wish everybody the best. And it's Young Guy, Mortuary Records, South Coast Family. I'd like to send a shout out to that boy Cash, Coke Boys, him doing his thing. I'll be here with you soon, bro. My cousin Mo, Robert Hernandez, my brother Joker, South Coast Family. Hey, you know what we're doing. And that boy Sharkman for producing this right here. One love.
What it is, Gotti Gang's on, Gotti Green. What's the word, bird? What got me started and why? I think freestyling at school at parties, and people liking it, shit. And then I started hitting up karaoke machines, and from that shit, it was done with rap. And that was it. It was done deal. I made music with a couple people. I made music with a homeboy named Sean. He's a white boy too, and he went harder than everybody else rapping. Me and him had like the same style. We'd go to parties and shut the shit down. Go to the house, like I said, karaoke machine. That was my rap buddy right there. That was my partner in crime. He did Sean. We used to call him the head turner. Shit was crazy. So when I wrote my first song, it was fucking. The song was tight, but the actual experience of writing it was probably real horrible. And recording it was horrible because, like I said, I did it on a karaoke machine. So if you don't really know how to record on the karaoke machine, people would just put the beat on, the CD would play and you could record in the mic with one deck and your shit would run on there. Okay, well, that's cool. But I'm making real songs on the karaoke machine, so I have to get, look, I get my first tape, which is my first track, my mains, with the beat playing. Okay, then I put that tape, and that becomes what I record with. So I record that bitch, and on the other side I'm dubbing it, and while I'm dubbing it with my ad-libs, my stresses. That shit was horrible. By the time that bitch was done, by the third tape, that bitch was, you had to turn that motherfucker all the way up to even try to hear that motherfucker real shit. You couldn't hear a goddamn, you could hear it, but you had to have that bitch all the way the fuck up so you could hear that motherfucker. And that was it, that was the song. You do the whole song like that, you got 2 verses, and then if you fucked up, oh man, I'm talking about stacks of tapes. Man, when I perform my songs, it's awesome. It's the best thing. I fucking turn all the way the fuck up, jump everywhere, do dumb shit, throw money, fucking a million chains swinging everywhere, listening to myself rap, people saying the words, going like this in the crowd, shit. That's the best shit. So what it's like to perform my songs, to me it's like, it's probably the best experience to me. It's like a high without being high. Real shit, before I perform my songs sometimes I gotta take like a couple shots because I get like anxious to perform. So where I start wanting to spit on people and shit. Who supports my dreams and believes in me? Shit, my family of course, my dreams, my big brother, my squad, Gotti Gang. Shit, who believes in me, the streets believe in me. That's who believes in me. Because a lot of you dudes is rapping that street shit, but really, you know the truth about y'all dudes. You know the truth. Y'all know the truth. So, the streets believe in me, my family believes in me. I mean, I believe in me, obviously. And the higher being above believes in me. So, what will be, will be. In all actuality, I gave me my own chance. Because you could depend on somebody to give you the shot and just, hey yo man, put me on, bro. Hey, I can spit, put me on, my nigga. Hey look, hey man, and wait for that check in that record deal and all that shit. Or you can go and get that sack. That sack is that big bag of fucking money. Go get that big bag of fucking money on your own, whether it's working a 9 to 5, a fucking 12-hour a day job, whatever the fuck it is you're working. Go get that fucking check, invest in yourself, and go make it happen your goddamn self and make your own fucking chance. Because nobody's gonna give you a chance, bro. And that's just real, because this is competitive. I don't give a fuck about what anybody says about showing support or unity or any of that shit. That's all great and dandy and it sounds good, but in all actuality, everybody's trying to be the next man, higher than the next man, whatever the fuck it is. So if you really sit down and invest in yourself and think about the avenues that you need to take to get where you want to be at, then do it. But don't sit there and expect for somebody to give you a chance, because it's not gonna happen. The chances are of you waiting for somebody to give you a chance, you're gonna be waiting for a long time. Yo, you hit that button? You're gonna be waiting for a long fucking time, real shit. You're gonna be sitting there waiting and, yo, give me a chance, give me a chance. At the end of the day, you're somebody who's asking for a handout. And if you're cool living like that, then cool, live like that. But nah, man, if you don't want to wait, and if you're tired of waiting, get up off your ass and go make it happen. That's the realest shit I can ever tell anybody. Invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, then nobody else is gonna want to invest in you. That's it. Feel like giving up? Not only no, but hell no. You know how much money I have invested? Like I said, the last question. You know how much money I have invested in myself? Time I invested in myself, just to give up one day? Fuck no, never. I gotta make what I spent back 5 times before I give up. It's gonna be like that. That's it. Real shit. Never feel like giving up. If you feel like giving up sometimes, then you need to figure out what you're doing wrong and push that button, nigga, or get that fire lit from underneath your ass and get it going. Cause shit, giving up ain't even in the fucking. It's not even an option, man. Real shit. Favorite rapper growing up was, goddamn. It's cliche to say it, but Tupac. And it's not even his rap. His rapping was the shit to me back then, because it was one of the hardest gangster rappers that was I guess you could say, I mean, to me, he was goddamn, he was what would be now a pop star. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, his influence in just everything, his fucking mouth, talking shit, that shit right there made me want to be like, damn, I don't like that. And then, you know, people like, I like East Coast music, so listening to like the Locks, DMX, like shit like that, that shit made me want to like rap. And then of course, I'm from the South, so I like Cash Money. And then you see people like, when I'm young, you see people like Lil Wayne, that nigga's 15 years old, driving Bentleys and stretch fucking Hummers and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I want to be 15 driving stretch Lamborghinis and shit like that too. What the fuck? But I didn't know what the fuck it took. I didn't know. And this is a time when everybody's, look, man, when I was fucking in middle school, anybody who went to middle school with me can vouch for this shit. When I was in middle school, I had a silver no limit chain. Real shit. I had a silver no limit chain. I wanted to have a record label thing around. This is in middle school. So imagine how my mind was thinking back then. So I was seeing rappers and knowing that's what I want to do. And then on top of it too, I'm listening to these rappers talk about street shit. And that's all we ever knew. My whole fucking family, from my brothers, my uncles, my cousins, everybody is all street shit. So it's like, I'm listening to this shit. I'm not knowing that some of these rap niggas is fake, but you know, yeah. So listening to this shit, I'm like, damn, I want to do this shit. Put what I know in raps and make money. Fuck. Yo. So Tupac for sure. Rap influence wise, like I said, Jadakiss, Styles P, fucking Jay-Z, just all kinds of people shit. That's what it is. Who don't want to make music with each other? Who, honestly, whoever wants to do music. But come and let's do it. Don't hit me up and tell me and send me something and then have to listen, do some music. I'll go to the studio and we'll do the music. It ain't nothing to do it. But right now, on the cool, homeboy, listen up. That dude's tight. Straight up. I want to do a record with him. There's a few cats I ain't never got to do a record with Flat. Me and Flat talk about it all the time. But I would like for that to have happened. So if y'all got a Flatline verse, somebody for Bloody Money, throwing at your boy, somebody. But listen up. Like I said, whoever else wants to do some record shit, hit me up. Do it. Highlight is shit's nothing yet, because I'm still going, but I've done a lot of shit. I fucked with a lot of artists, been in the studio with a lot of artists, from Jeremiah to Lola Monroe, Kevin Gates, Cap G, a bunch of motherfuckers. So really, I want to keep progressing and shit. So really, it's not really a highlight yet, but when the highlight comes, it's gonna be a motherfucking highlight reel, bitch. You know what it is, straight up. Nah, real shit. When the highlight comes, it's gonna be a highlight reel. Get ready, bitch, cause we gonna ball on your bitch ass. You know what it is, Gotti Gang, bitch. 4-4 in this bitch with Shark Man, nigga. You know what it is? Holla at your motherfucking boy. See, I ain't on Facebook no more, so go and catch me on Twitter at Gotti Green, or go catch me on Instagram at Gotti Green. I got a Snapchat, but I don't tell you my Snapchat, cause you go down in the DM. You go down in the DM. You know what it is though, man. Fuck with your boy, bitch.
Boy Loud Malfa out that GG44 over here fucking around with Shark Man. What's up? What got me started rapping was freestyling. Really what happened was my first freestyle was at my homeboy Joe Puente's crib off Shepherd Street, fucking around with Young Trills. That was the first time I ever freestyled, and we recorded it on tape. It was coincidental. So I think after the first time I heard myself actually fucking my voice recorded on tape and what I sounded like, I think I was kind of hooked after that. That was like the first thing that ever happened. Then from that freestyling shit, we turned it into to Team, T-A-M. Me and Young Yo, we were like the forefront of the, you know, the little team movement together, everyone after money. And we started that shit with Gentleman G and Cody Kirst, Mikey MacGyver. They were Still Underground Productions. That was our first studio environment and that was the original, duo Us, which was Young Trills and Still Underground Productions. That was the first type of music we ever did, ever. There was dabbles here and there, but really that was the first major attempt at trying to actually do music in a studio with the mixer, mix it down, record it ourselves, write all original lyrics. That was the first attempt, was Young Trills, which was me, Young Yo, Middle Child, Javi Whispers, Homeboy Southpaw. That was the first group right there. And with Still Underground Productions, that was T. So that was probably the first, thing that got me started. But freestyling was really the first thing. I made music with, really in South Texas period, I've made music with a lot of people down there. I have a lot of features. I'm proud to say like I'm one of the most featured artists coming out the city because I get a lot of features. Merc gets a lot of features. Niggas are scared of Green and Willie or whatever it is. They be charging too much, but I'm cheap. I do it for free. You know what I mean? I'll throw you that cheap price. But man, I've done music with my Click Gotti gang, Johnny Moog. I got a good feature that I'm really proud of with the homeboy Instigator with Jelly Roll out of Memphis. Look that up on YouTube. It's called Hear My Prayer. I got features with a bunch of people. I got stuff with Merc you can look up on YouTube, J Styles. Me and Green got a lot of stuff. My SoundCloud's Loudmoutha. Just LOUDMOUFA. That's it. Search me on SoundCloud. But I got songs with I fuck with the Valley a lot. Curly Stone. I got a song with Curly Stone on my new mixtape coming out. Pistol. That boy Strive. I got a song with K9. Some battle. I dabble in a little bit of everything, battle rap and regular music. I got songs with me and K9 and Stat Waters and the guy who just did a track. I just did a song with Paystyle Mexican out of D-Town. Shout out to the Wolf Pack. Gotti Green's got a lot of stuff with them. Trying to get Know Your Chapo on something right now. I done stuff with I worked with Tor T on Smoke With You. I want to do something with Gabe Parker, man. I haven't done nothing with Gabe Parker. Shout out to EMAC. I worked with EMAC. I worked with all of 361 Records. We did collaborations with them. Shout out to Magnus. I got a lot of stuff with Magnus. Like I said, all of them play music. Who else? T-Raz. I got some stuff with T-Raz. Man, I got stuff with everybody, man. I can't name too many people that got more shit than me. So, check me out, on the feature tip. But yeah, I work just about everybody and try to do it more. My first song, my first session was with my homeboy Adam, Lyrical One. He also made beats under Wasteland Productions. But the first studio I ever went to was LOB studio, Mike Fuentes, when he was at his mom's house in the back room in that side den with the closet booth. The first time I ever went and recorded was with Lyrical One, Wasteland Productions. And I want to say I was fucking 18, 17, some shit like that. And after that shit right there was like, that was like a good little while after the freestyle episode, where I heard myself freestyling. This is the first time I actually heard the beat, sat down, wrote lyrics, counted out, try to attempt to count out my bars. I still was off, but he formatted the beat to where you could tell where you started and it was obvious where you ended. So it was a little bit easier. But we did 2 songs. One of them was a collaboration with me and Lyrical One. It was called Hungry or something like that, or yeah, something like that. And then I did another one, which was like an R.I.P. song just for people in general and my cousin Sarah. I kind of mixed it in, and that one had no format. I probably wrote like 22 bars, of verses and shit like that. It was crazy. But after that session, then I was like, I really was, hooked. And this was all before, team and everything. This is just me on my own, barely, trying to figure out. So after that song happened, those two songs, after that, that's when I caught the bug. That's when I really caught the bug, when I first, jumped off right there, was those sessions right there. I feel like to perform my songs, I like, I'm real energetic on stage. I like to, get a little loose, smoke a little bit, drink a little bit. Back in the day, I was a little bit more loose. My goose was a little bit more loose. Whatever I had to do to get the job done. You know what I mean? Pour a little bit of something thick, or take a little something wide. You know what I mean? Or I don't do that no more. So I just try to get crunk on my own now. But that's really my vibe. Is try to get hype, and I work off my brothers. Their vibe too. But it's always energetic. It's always live. We're never just up there boring. We perform our ass off. I sweat anybody knows me, I'm the sweaty guy. But I perform my ass off, and afterwards, it's like a workout. I'm drenched, I'm hot. We're working. But I just work out my vibe my God has given me, and we just get to work, and that's what we do. A Gotti show is always going to be a good show. You're never going to leave, unsatisfied, and we put our all into it, because that's what we do. When we get up there, that's work. So we're going to make sure that you leave that event going, who the fuck was Gotti again? If you didn't know who we were, we want y'all to leave and be like, who the fuck was Gotti again? See those Mexicans with that crazy ass black dude? So like, that's just that beige motherfucker. But that's just how it goes. So it's real energetic, real live, and try to be memorable. Try to put on a good show every time. So it's fun. It's a good time. Really, my team is really who supports me. I don't really have nobody as far as like direct family that supports me. Like my mama and my old man, like they don't support me in it. It's really just my team, honestly. Like we just vibe off each other. Like I said, we're just a big collaborative, and it works. And we're always coming up with new ideas for each other, creatively, and it's just a big machine. Is really what it is. And that's just what it is. I mean, they're the ones that push me. The little bit of success that progression that we do get with each attempt. That's what makes me, push it more and more and more, and try to push the name, put the GG in their face, and but that's pretty much it, man. My team who gave me a chance on the cool, man. Nobody gave me a chance. The only person I could ever say who looked out for me, because in the beginning, no one gave us a chance. We were all a bunch of young hooligans. We were just running around. We had a little bit of extra money because we did what we did, and we made a little extra money, and we decided, man, we tired of freestyling. Let's try to get in the studio. If Swisher House could do it, we could do it too. We go harder than them. So that was the mind state back then. Fuck it, let's find a studio and just throw some money down and go in there and freestyle. We did that at LOB Studio, but really it was just us, man. Back then, when I hooked up with Still Underground Productions and we formed the team, it was just us, man. I want to say it was like maybe $1,000 or $900 or some shit like that I gave them to start working in the studio, maybe. And all they did was turn around and buy equipment. You know what I mean? They didn't pocket none of the money. G probably bought a couple fucking Dr. Peppers and Little Caesars out of it, but And you know, we started our own thing. And then as far as Gotti Gang is concerned, when I hooked up with the Gotti, we're you know, self-financed, and that's all it's ever been. You know, no one ever gave us any handouts, and that's why we click, because we're all go-getters and we all bring something to the table. And a bunch of little somethings make you know, a bigger object. So that's the way it was. You know, more slices to the pie, and you know, we all put our own money in, and we still do. You know, nobody helps us with nothing. Let's get that straight up front. You know what I mean? But that was pretty much it. Yeah, just us. It was us, man. Us. Financially, sometimes I feel like saying fuck it. But man, I got the bug. You know what I mean? I'm addicted. I'm addicted to it. I love doing music. I love creating it. I love, you know, putting out the visuals. And we're just so, like, we it's just good. We're so good at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I feel. You know, you can say what you want, but I'm going to hold a humble head. But, you know, I'm going to say the facts. You know, we're good at what we do. And it's just, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But I never really want to throw in the towel all the way. Just sometimes I can think of other things to do with my money. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it is you can't jump in this game with no money. Now you got to get a little creative, and maybe you can, but if you're asking me, no, it's gonna take money, and that's probably the only part that I would ever want to throw a towel in sometimes. But you know, I never do. I'm still here. We're still doing what we do. My brothers are still behind me, so that's just the way it goes. Well, artistically, Tupac is always, you know, on top of my list. Nas is another one. You know, his lyrical content and his delivery. Ghostface Killah is another one. His creativity, just the description, the way he describes, you know, the picture vividly. Shit. Who else do I like? I grew up listening to a lot of, you know, I listened to the 90s shit, you know, Master P. I listen to a tad of Bone, a little bit. I don't really fuck with Bone too much. You know, old school shit, Domino and fucking, you know, I like 90s, old school 90s shit as a whole genre. But other than that, I like Cameron shit, Come Home With Me. I mean, no, that was right. It was, yeah, it was Come Home With Me. Cameron's album. I like Cameron growing up. Dabbled in some Eminem and 50 Cent. I like 50's first album. Right now I'm jamming Payroll, Giovanni, Big Boston. I'm fucking with, you know, I had a big French and Max Wave. You know, we were rocking with the wave back then. You know what I mean? Free the Silver Surfer, Big Ravelli. You know what I mean? So we were rocking with French and then back then. And we listened to that a whole lot. You know what I mean? And who else we jammed? I like Biggie, you know. I'm always gonna be a Biggie fan. I fucked with Hov for a long time. I listen to Mobb Deep too. I like Havoc and Prodigy. I like Alchemist as a producer. I just think his sounds are. I like his bass drums, and my favorite producer is probably A-Rab. I really like A-Rab. I like Justice League. And, I actually like Vibe Beats too off SoundCloud. Harry Fraud's a badass. He was a motherfucking problem, man. Johnny Moog and Gabe Parker. Motherfuckers for producing beats. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. My man Cormega made some good music. Green Hazel, I like Cormega. Shit. And my brothers, man. I'm a fan of my brothers, real talk, man. I rocks with my Gottis. You know, their verses give me hype. But that's about it. In town, I've been doing some music with T-Rest, but we haven't landed that one that I want. But I want to make a banger with T-Rest. some for the ladies, and I want to work with Gabe Parker. I still haven't made a record that I want to submit to the public on a Gabe Parker production, and maybe even a hook. You know, I want to work with Gabe. We got to put something out. Holla at me, Gabe. Triple Profit, the Young Goonies. Shout out to Triple Profit. They hit me up. We're gonna do something. We got something coming. Me and New Money we've been trying. We've been trying. Me and New Money, and me and Lil E are talking about a collab. I sent him some stuff. We're in the midst of putting something together. Even in the H2, my Wolfpack homies know the Chapo and Brick. We got something coming. But listen up. I got something with Jay Styles, but I want to put something else out. Road 2, Lil Road. I had something with him. We recorded something, me, him, and Mark Gaboda, but I didn't release the song. Dap 2. I mean, if Dap wants to work, we mean Dap talked a few times. Who else is out there? I got something coming with Scoot Gates. I got something coming with Scoot Gates. J Deuce. I want to do something with J Deuce. Who else is out there? I gotta get another one in with Johnny Moog, man. Shout out to Johnny Moog. I hope everything's doing well, and hope he's doing a little bit better. I know he was staying strong. So shout out to Johnny Moog. But I want to do some more stuff with him. And I want to do some more stuff with my man Magnus. We've been talking. We got some creep low shit coming, man. You know, Magnus is behind the scenes in the back. But I wanna try to. That's probably about it. I want to try to work with anybody who's willing to put in an effort. You know, I understand you want to make a song, and that's cool. But you know, I've been doing this for a little while. I've earned some stripes, and you know, my time is money, and I think I've earned that right to be able to say that here in South Texas as an artist. So you know, if you want to put in the extra effort and let's showcase something, you know, hit me up. You know, I'm always down. But you just, you know, want to record a song to jam with you and your homeboys, you know, that's not me no more. I apologize, but you know, my time is money. I'm a busy man, and all I ask is a little bit of respect. So if you down, you know what I mean, let's get it popping. I'm always down. Okay, I would have to say when me and Willie agreed, went to Mississippi, and Willie had a show opening up for Boozy and BG, and we rode with Mac Time. Shout out to my man Mac Time, and who else? Us three, I think my baby mama, and I think there was only like one other person, and we went to it was in Jackson, Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi.
It was Mississippi State University campus, like some big old arena they had there, something like that. And we win, and we like we were the only Mexicans in the whole building. Green was playing it off like he was half breed. I was sticking out like a sore throat, but I had Gucci's on, so I was good. And we just went, man. We went, and it was a big ass stage, and Willie did some songs. The guy killed it, and we rocked the song too, a badass song. And the whole club was rocking. We gave out a lot of product, and the stage was big. The event was big, man. And BG came on, and this was right before Boosie went away. This was like the months leading up to him going away. This is like the tour of him, you know, going to do his sentence. So it was a big fucking deal. We're in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? This thing was packed, you know what I mean? Packed to the max. So we got up there, and there was a lot of black people. So that's the biggest crowd we performed in front of so far. But it was live, man. And then afterwards, we was right there, so we got to see BG and Boozy up front. And Boozy came on with about 60 chains on. And who had like 25 pounds of diamonds on and shit. It was ridiculous. He rocked that hoe. And we was right there, and I think Willie was up. Willie went up into the stands and on some fan shit real quick. You know what I mean? Like that shit was. It was live though. It was a real good event. You know, as a fan and as an artist to put that in a notch under your belt. You know what I mean? So that was probably it right there, because I was with my brothers, and and we rocked that hoe. So that time right there. So it is what it is. Shout out Sharkman. Everybody in the local hip hop scene. You already know what it is. Nothing but love from me. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to invest in yourself. You spend money on everything else. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna take your craft seriously, invest in yourself. Don't look for somebody else to do it. Set yourself up financially to where you could put, if it's just a little bit, then let it just be a little bit, but put something to the side to invest in yourself. If you're gonna take yourself seriously, now if it's just a hobby to you, then get your hobby on. You know what I'm saying? But don't be hitting me up for future. Shout out to Sharkman. Shout out the whole scene, man. I love Corpus Christi. I love South Texas. Shout out to the Valley. Shout out to H-Town. Shout out to San Antonio. I love South Texas, and we do this for y'all, man. So I'll let your boy, Loud Mouth.
Willie Nichols, you know what I'm saying, representing North Corpus. What it do, man? Got it game. 4-4. Shit, man, it was just, I grew up in the 80s, man. 80s baby. You know, mama was a D-girl, so there was a lot of hip-hop in the house, a lot of soul in the house on the daily, so growing up one deep, no brothers, no sisters, man, it kind of became like my outlet. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to really talk to at times. You know what I'm saying? So that became my way to vent, about shit that was going on in the house and shit going on around in the hood. So, yeah, really just the era, man, just that whole 80s era and 80s hip-hop, 90s hip-hop, everything that came with it made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? I started out making music, man, in a little room with a cat named DJ Shot One. We was classmates. Jay Styles, me and him and Sir Tones, we started out as, high school cats, just really fucking around, man, not even taking it serious, but, that whole process of learning how to record, and I started out, with a little clique called In My Room Records. Everything was literally in the room, you know what I'm saying? So that was the concept behind the name. Man, I can't explain it, man. I can't put that shit in words, but I know I might have listened to it maybe like 1,000 times the first time. I got a CD, man, like in a row. Like, I don't know, man. It was just crazy to hear my voice and to hear my vision, in my own headphones. You hear everybody else for years and years and years, and you get used to their voices, and then when you hear your own shit for the first time, man, it was crazy, but when I heard it, it was like, yeah, this it. This is what I'm supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? Because even I knew that my voice sounded different than everything else I was hearing in my headphones. So, man, that shit, I really can't put the shit in words, bro. Like, it's the shit. Man, it's therapy, man. It's when I release, it feels, I feel complete, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really is like a bug, you know what I'm saying? If I'm away from the stage for too long, man, I get cranky. No different if I ain't got no silk, no smoke, no bread, nigga. I get cranky. I get cranky when I don't see the stage, because that feeling of connecting with the fans you already got, or the niggas who really didn't know you was that live and they see you in person, like that whole connection and that feeling you get, you know what I'm saying, it's indescribable, man. It's the best feeling in the world, really, you know what I'm saying, being on that stage and commanding the whole crowd, and the crowd commanding you. It go both ways, man. Energy begets energy. So those crazy shows, man, them shits is like, those are the ones I'll never forget ever. I'll talk to my kids about, you know what I'm saying, because the energy was just that crazy, and the memories is that thick that I'll never forget them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, everybody in my circle, man, I think I finally got the right circle of homies and friends and music connects that everybody from top to bottom believe in what I'm doing and believe in my vision, man. You know, my Gottis and little Gotti gang, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? All my homies in the hood, my Eat Greedy boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of them, man. Like, my whole hood, they've seen me come up from nothing. They seen me come up from a pub with the music. You know what I'm saying? So they've always supported the shit. So, you know, so I can finally say, man, for the first time in my life, man, everybody is real around me. Everybody wants the same thing for me, man. So, yeah, everybody. See, it's all the weed, by the way. But anyway, I have to say Nap, man. Nap One. Shout out to Nap One. He was a real heavy name in the city, you know, back in the day. And you know, he started out as a DJ, you know, by way of New Orleans and Austin, man. And he gave me my first shot, man. You know, I did a record, you know, with some cats, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, man, one time, but don't have your hood calling up here. Don't have your family members calling up here to play it, man. I'm gonna play it one time, man, during the lunch hour. If it pick up, I throw it in rotation, man. And he did that. He was a man of his word. And he did that, and it just, you know, my first record I gave him to put on the radio, it caught fire, man, and, you know, it was in heavy rotation, but, yeah, man, DJ Nat One, he gave me my first shot, you know, he took me under his wing after that, you know, managed me for a long time. He still is like my big brother, man. Pretty much everything I learned, you know, to stay sharp with my music, man, like the basics and the essentials of being an MC, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned from Nat One, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to Nat. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. All the time, man. Like, you had those days, you know, especially coming from here, man, from Corpus. And, man, Corpus is a hard crowd to be a small ass city, man. They tough on you when it comes to the music, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's been times I wanted to give up, man, but shit, it's really all I know, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt it, but I don't think I've ever said it ever in my life. I quit or I give up. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like that a couple times, man. A couple situations don't go your way. You know what I'm saying? A couple ventures don't go the way you want them to go. Yeah, it'll break a soft nigga, man. This shit is definitely for the strong and nothing less. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'd be lying to you if I say I ain't gonna throw in the towel sometime. Any motherfucking rapper be lying to you if he tell you that, man. Like, that shit will make you in those moments when it's like, fuck this shit. And then you don't say fuck this shit. Whatever you come back to do after you get yourself back in your zone, man, that's the shit that make you or break you. Be honest, I feel like I made some of my realest records and some of my strongest records after I come out of that mind frame and fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I get back in that mind frame, I got this shit. I think some of my dopest records and verses have came, you know what I'm saying, has spun through out of that mind frame. But, yeah. Man, my favorite, man, before he died, it was Big, man, Frank White. It was Biggie. You know, and then after that, you know, Jay-Z took over that role. So the big homie Ho, that's my favorite rapper, man. And shit, he my favorite rapper for many reasons. I can go on all day talking about that nigga, but I think the main reason why Hov just stuck out to me, man, was because, you know, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in Miami, you know what I'm saying, and it's real diverse, you know, a lot of East Coast cats down there, so I heard a lot of Jay-Z in the early 90s, mid-90s, man, and his story just spoke to me, man, and shit, down to everything he was rapping about on Reasonable Doubt was going on in my house, man. Like I said, I was raised by, you know what I'm saying, parents that was living that life. So a lot of the shit that he was pertaining to and talking about, man, like I was living, the beast was hard, man, and he just stayed consistent. Like every fucking summer, every year, this nigga had some heat. And man, I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like, he's just second to none with his wordplay. He's second to none with his trendsetting. He's second to none the way he gravitates and his business moves, man, and the way he moves crowds, man. So I've always kind of like looked at what the moves he's made and the shit he's done in his career. You know what I'm saying? Not outside his, like, you know, his rap shit, but just his career, man, and try to make some of those same moves in my own way, man, and have some of those same mind frames. So yeah, hold that nigga. That's my nigga, man. A lot, man. I want to do shit with everybody, man. But I think the top ones I want to finish what I started with the homie E-Mac. We had a side project we was working on, Rico. I really, that shit is really bugging me. We didn't get to finish that shit, so I would love to, start working back with him. A lot of the up and coming cats. Shout out to my boy Muddy Water Wayne. I'm gonna work with him a lot more when he get out. New Money, the whole LMF squad, man. Like, we got hits on hits that we ain't even made yet. Like, just kicking it with them niggas, we hits. You know what I'm saying? Them little niggas got it right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to do a record with the homie V-Flix out the West. You know what I'm saying? He came a long way, so I need to get at him when I can, man. And it ain't never enough features when it come to me and all the artists that's from my own side of town. You know, Judan, you know what I'm saying, Flex, King, all of them, man. Like, we definitely need to do more records. LJB, Flyboy, we owe the city a whole damn album, man. Like, it's a lot of cats I definitely want to fuck with. The Andre Ryder cat, I've been hearing a lot about him, you know what I'm saying, and his talent. So I definitely want to rub shoulders with him. Man, it's just too many to name, man. You know, they out there, man, and they know I'm out here. So it's just a matter of linking up, contacting me, and we can make it happen. If I had to choose one, I had to say going down to Mississippi, man, and doing the show with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the magnitude of the whole situation the homie had going on, like, I felt blessed that I was doing his last show before he went in, you know what I'm saying, to do his time. You know, just to do it out of town and travel on the road with my Gottis and to do it in a different setting with different people, man. Like, that was probably the biggest crowd I've ever performed in front of, you know what I'm saying? It's probably about 4,000 people, man. College kids, it was homecoming. And shit, the Gottis was like the only ones that wasn't niggas that was there. You know what I'm saying? So that was tight as fuck to perform in front of my own people for the first time, like a all black crowd, man. That shit was dope. Just everything that went with it, the show, you know what I'm saying? Seeing Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Meeting BZ, partners in crime, and you know what I'm saying? Just a different experience from it. If I had to pick one, that be one, man. Truth be told, I don't think I even seen my highlight yet. I don't think it came yet, man. I really don't think it came from me or none of my guys. I feel like it's around the corner, man, but it's just too much of us left. It ain't came yet, man. I ain't seen nothing yet. Watch.
Now that's what's up. 24s on the truck, candy beat steady dripping, switching lanes and popping trunk. That's what's up. We got real street clothes, popping shoes and blowing dro. Letting all you haters know. Now that's what's up. 10 years in the game, blow out your fucking candle, take away your fucking fame. Now that's what's up.